Hi friends, myself Subrata Mukherjee and you are watching my channel Dr. Subrata Mukherjee Distance Learning in Commerce. Today I am going to discuss another problem on consignment account. This is lecture number 7 and you can find the other lectures on the chapter consignment in the playlist section of the channel. I'd like to request all the viewers to subscribe my channel and to see the playlist section of the channel where I have uploaded lectures earlier. On 1st November 2022, C of Calcutta sends goods costing rupees 1 lakh to D of Delhi on consignment basis. C paid rupees 5,000 as railway freight and rupees 2,000 as insurance. On 31st December 2022, an account sales was received from D disclosing that the entire quantity of goods was sold for rupees 1,50,000, out of which rupees 30,000 was sold on credit. A customer who purchased goods for rupees 5,000 failed to pay and the debt proved bad. All other debts were collected by D in full. As per agreement, D is allowed a commission at the rate of 10% on sales. D sends the amount due to C by a check. Prepare necessary ledger accounts in the books of C and D. Will your answer be different if in the above illustration the consignee is given a del credit commission on sales in addition to ordinary commission, other things remaining the same? Here we have to prepare the ledgers in the book of C. So I am writing in the books of C, consignment to Delhi account. So on the debit side, I am writing date, particulars, and amount. And on the credit side, I have to write date, particulars, and amount. On 1st November 22, I have to write two goods sent on consignment account. And the amount is for rupees 1 lakh. So for sending the goods, C incurred expense. So I have to write to cash account, consignment account debit to cash, and the amount has been paid for railway freight for rupees 5,000. I need to write it in inner column, and for insurance rupees 2,000. So total amount spent by C is for rupees 7,000. Now D received the goods and he sold the goods, and at the end of the year, that is on 31st December 22, he sent an account statement saying that the entire goods were sold for rupees 1,50,000. So I have to write here, so by D account 1,20,000. So entire goods was sold for rupees 1,50,000, but out of that 30,000 was sold to a customer on credit. So on 31st December 22, I am writing here by consignment data debtors rupees 30,000. So the amount that was sold on credit, I have to write as by consignment debtor. So consignment debtor account debit to consignment to Delhi account for rupees 30,000. So the amount which was sold for cash was rupees 1,20,000. So I have written here by D account, and the purpose is for sales, and this is the credit sales. Now D is entitled to a commission of 10% on sales, and this is an ordinary commission. So I am writing here to D account on the debit side, and the amount is for commission. So at the rate of 10%. So 10% of 1,50,000 means 15,000. So commission is given to D for rupees 15,000. It is given in the question that the sales which was made or credit for rupees 30,000. So there was a customer who didn't pay for rupees 5,000 and it proved to be bad. So since D is entitled to only ordinary commission, So that bad debt will be borne by C. So I have to write here as to consignment debtor. And consignment debtor account, and this is for bad debt. So since a D is not entitled to a deal creditor commission, so the bad debt which occurred has to be borne by C, that is the consignor, and the amount is for rupees 5,000. So you can see that the transactions I have recorded in consignment account. So there are only two items on the credit side, that is for sale, a cash sale 1,20,000 and credit sale for rupees 30,000, and debited in the consignment account regarding the goods sent on consignment for rupees 1 lakh. Then the expenses incurred by the consignor for rupees 7,000. D is entitled to a commission of 15,000 and the bad debt that has to be borne by the consignor for rupees 5,000. So you will get a profit on consignment, that is to consignment profit, which is the balancing figure. I have to write here as consignment profit, and the balancing figure is for rupees 23,000. So you will get a total of 1,50,000 on the debit and the credit side. So this way I have completed this ledger consignment to Delhi account. So in the books of C. So apart from this consignment account, you need to prepare the consignment debtor account also. Now I have to prepare the consignment debtor account. So I am writing here as consignment debtors account. On the debit side, I am writing debt, particulars, amount, and on the credit side, debt, particulars, amount. So D sold to consignment debtors for rupees 30,000. So I am writing on 31st December 22 to consignment to Delhi account, and the amount is for 30,000. So C incurred a bad debt loss for rupees 5,000. So I have to write on the credit side as by consignment to Delhi account for rupees 5,000. So 30,000 is for credit sales and 5,000 is for bad debt. And the balance amount of 25,000 was collected by D. So I have to write D account debit to consignment debtors account, and this is for rupees 25,000. So this way I completed the second ledger in the book of C, that is consignment debtor account. Now I have to prepare the consignee account in the books of consignor. So the consignee is D. So I am writing here D account, and on debit side I have to write debt, particulars, amount, and on credit side again I have to write date, particulars, amount. So D made a sale for cash, and I have to write as consignment to Delhi account for rupees 1,20,000. D collected from consignment debtors 25,000. So I have to write as to consignment debtor account 25,000. B was entitled to a commission of 10% on sales, that is for 15,000. So I have to write as by consignment to Delhi account for rupees 15,000. This is the amount of commission that D was entitled to, and the balancing figure was remitted by D to C. So I have to write here as by bank account 1,30,000. So this is the balancing figure, and this is the final remittance made by the consignee to the consignor. So sum total of debit and credit side is 1,45,000. So this way I have completed the 3 ledger in the book of C. One is consignment to Delhi account. Please have a look at it. Then the consignment debtor account and the consignee account. Now I am going to prepare in the book of D, that is in the book of consignee, the consigner account. So I am writing in the books of D, that is the consignee, consigner account. So consigner is C account. So on debit side I am writing date, particulars, rupees, and on credit side again date, particulars, and rupees. So D made a cash sale for rupees 1,20,000. So I have to write here as by bank, and this amount was remitted. So 1,20,000. Then he was entitled to a commission for 15,000. So on debit side I have to write to commission account, and this is for 15,000. So there was a collection from a debtor. So I have to write by consignment debtor account. This is for 25,000. And the final remittance that was made by D to C is for rupees 1,30,000. So I have to write to bank account 1,30,000. Sum total of debit and credit side is 1,45,000. So 1,20,000 was the cash sale made by D. So I have written bank account debit to C account. This is the amount which was collected by D on behalf of C, and that has been remitted finally to C. Then the consignment debtor account, that this amount got collected by D, and D was entitled to a commission of 15,000, and the final remittance made by D to C is for rupees 1,30,000. Now we have to answer the second part of the question, that will your answer be different if in the above illustration the consignee is given a deal credit commission on sales in addition to ordinary commission, other things remaining the same. So you can say that when the deal credit commission is given, then the amount of bad debt that has been borne by the consigner will now be borne by the consignee, that is D. Therefore, the profit of the consignment will be increased by 5,000 and the profit will become 28,000. So here I have written, if deal credit commission is given, then bad debt will not be considered in the consignment account and the profit will be rupees 28,000. So the net profit, which was 23,000, as the bad debt was borne by the consigner, now the bad debt will be borne by the consignee, that is D. So the profit of the consignment will be increased by 5,000, and now the profit of the consignment will be 28,000. Hope all the students have recorded the question with solution in your notebook. In spite of this, if you find any difficulty on understanding, then feel free to communicate with me through email and the contact number given in the description box. Thank you. Thanks for watching the lecture.